Hello everyone, this is the Raven's Librarian, and welcome to my playthrough of Guardians of the Galaxy, the game, brought to us by Adios Montreal. Sorry if I butchered that. Based on the Marvel comic, not the movies. On the off chance that this will be the first time you see this game with my playthrough, know that the characters and the story is based on one of the comic book versions of these characters, not the movies. In the regard to the streaming mode at the top, it's a feature the game gave for people who were going to stream the game. Basically, it's to try and avoid copyright strikes by removing any of the songs that would have been liable, if that's the right term. Unfortunately, that means that for a good chunk of the game, there simply isn't any music. Basically, that a song is supposed to play, but to avoid the issue, it just cuts out the song. To try to compensate for that, I've been trying to add my own playlist using other songs I acquired. At a time when there's no music playing from the game, I'll try to have it playing in the background. Hopefully it'll be able to listen without it being too distracting as we're playing the game. As you can see down here, there is a New Game Plus feature. This is one of the songs, for the record. And the New Game Plus feature is on account of me having already finished the game once before, back when it came out. I had bought and played the game. After seeing the third movie in the theaters, I got into the mood to play it again and decided maybe I should play it for the channel. So a question I leave up to you, the audience, for those who may see this video, is would you rather I play the game on New Game Plus, or would you rather me play it on regular New Game? So the big difference is New Game Plus gives you a lot of the advantages you accumulate throughout the game. So for example, upgrades to your guns and the skills you acquire by leveling up. I put in up for decision. Keep in mind that regardless of which mode I play, I'll do it on normal. I'm not much of a hardcore player type of guy, so I tend to prefer my games on the slight casual route. I still like to be challenged, but not really. So, what I mean with that is that on normal, having all the upgrades really makes the early parts pretty easy. So if you prefer, turn off the song. So it'll be a song from the actual game that shouldn't give any trouble because it's made for the game. So fingers crossed. So we're still on Earth. And this is the song for the game. Headbang, 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 headbang. This is where he gets the name. It was actually lyrics for the song. Not sure I'm where we're at right now. Here's the band page for the album. That's the cover. Fire. Are you ready to go? 3.5. Some people don't have traits. Succeed, escape velocity. You can't take a lot of character traits, based on the aesthetic of the band. You'll see later his helmet is conveniently or intentionally meant to look like that character.
You can hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord.
Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
That's me.
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the space riders. And he's not scary. He's cool.
Your space rider certainly got his hands full.
They have a nice touch where you can actually hear her.
Pretty far
listen.
out!
Nobody says far out anymore, Ma.
I don't know if they ever
Ma.
said that.
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, well, your mom does. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath and...
You like Black Sabbath?
Who's Black Sabbath?
Like I
Joe?
said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, we'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
That hit her. Remember?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
You said that 15 minutes ago.
Cliche.
If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, she
Yes,
would.
I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey,
I would.
watch the hair.
Your hair's fine, kid.
Oh,
Lego?
Peter! We've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy. It's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec. I promise.
Right.
You think that's impressive? He's about to go from whatever age he just said to straight adult.
The final battle was awesome. Looked like the heroes were done for, but they pulled it off.
So stuff around the room is meant to give an
Oh,
idea
man.
of the kind of
Traveling
person
through
he
space
was,
must be amazing.
the things he was into, the things he was looking forward to.
Oh man, I can't wait to play this. Maybe I can convince Annie to buy it with his paper out money.
With a lot of references to things that actually were popular in the time.
This will be worth hundreds of dollars someday.
Damn, that's your console that dusty.
I gotta beat Janie's high score. This is embarrassing.
And thankfully, whenever
3 natural
he
ones in a
starts
row last
talking,
game.
they lower
Some
the volume
barn I turned
on
out
the
to be.
songs. Wish I could do that.
It's pretty crazy that all that destruction started from one little mistake.
The stuff around is also meant to foreshadow things he'll go through.
I can't believe I caught this. That maiden show was awesome.
Based on the way he used this.
Love to be able to ride one of those light cycles.
One of you once they just left the name as is.
Keep hitting those dingers, George. You'll make it in the Hall of Fame for sure.
I wonder how much they'll go for today.
The movie was okay. The soundtrack really kicked butt.
Some people probably say that about his movies.
Fingers are still cramped from trying to bookmark pages. I know it's not how you're supposed to play, but I'm tired of dying everywhere.
I get it.
Might as well just peel the stickers off and put them in the right spot.
Okay, now you're just being lazy.
Need to build up my calluses.
Now to go see. Oh, no. We're going into the void. Yeah, it's kind of convenient for us, but it's also obviously very tragic that his dreams are, you know, what he had and, you know, what could have been.
Peter Quill.
And then he has to wake up to this.
Holy crap, Drax. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
We are approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
Well, try. We're supposed to be a team.
I make no promises.
At least he's honest. So, in context to what I said about this being based on the comics, I don't actually read the comics, so this is my only real experience with this version of the Guardians of the Galaxy. If any of you have read the comics, if you're curious to hear how this is represented, the characters. And for those who only know them from the movies, you know, like me, same experience. How do you feel this version compares to the one in the film? This is mostly to show off the facial and body animations. Where do you get the dollar bill?
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of galactic war debris in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can find.
Now we get to the room.
Hey, it's only illegal if Nova Corps finds us inside, which they won't.
Rockets.
Groot's right to be nervous, Rocket. Don't underestimate the Nova Corps.
Oh, come on. Am I the only one who ain't scared of the galactic police?
They've got the numbers on us.
But they ain't got the brains. Ha! Sure takes a genius to catch my ship.
My ship!
Who said that? Well... No, I think I heard him. Nah, never mind.
You got a small chance.
He's only been here a few months, but her room's already decked out.
Tomorrow's room. Here's Drax's.
Wonder if Drax was allowed to decorate his cell in the kiln. Probably not. Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at.
This sets up a joke later in the story.
Ah, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested.
Hey, I'm waving.
I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
Relative to each moment. I don't want to spooky Groot. He's too soft and kind.
Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Whoops. Our navigation malfunctioned.
It could have happened to anybody.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
What are you, a lawyer?
Details.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
So you get a few dialogue options.
How's that even gonna work? The thumper goes beep, 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 and the monsters come running?
It goes more like, wah! Wah! Wah!
Holla, Rocket!
Stop this ruckus at once!
And then the monster comes a-running out of its hole.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, all my intel came from your source.
My sources are very reliable. Those coordinates are 100% pointing towards a rare, elusive, priceless creature.
Vague.
No physical description to go by.
What do you think elusive means?
Arctic
Don't
tag,
matter what
not
the
hard to
monster looks
describe.
like. As long as it's got ears, you can be sure my thumpers are gonna drive it right into our arms.
Which is not a total guarantee because some animals don't have ears. Although they probably sense vibrations and so probably do the same effect. But still, law of average, so we might be fine.
This moment of quiet reminds me of
Nope,
the
nope,
legendary
nope,
siege of Seknov 7.
Drax!
Cut the dialogue, sorry.
About Gamora.
Can this not wait, Peter Quill? I am readying my body for battle.
You know we're supposed to capture this monster, right? Not kill it?
Of course. But I suspect it will not go down without a fight.
Cool it, muscles. Lady Hellbender ain't gonna buy damaged goods.
I will aim to preserve the integrity of the beast as best I can.
Good.
So unfortunately, depending on your pace, if you go very fast or don't wait enough, some of the dialogue will get cut out.
Good old Milano. Engine parts from at least 5 different black markets.
So, Drax, excited to meet our buyer after we catch the monster?
Of course. Lady Hellbender is a legendary warrior and a noble queen.
And she's rich.
That is not a prowess, simply a commercial fact.
As long as she buys her monster, she doesn't need to be royalty.
You are jealous of her status.
No thanks! Being a queen means being born with a target on your back.
Kinda like the one on yours.
Nice touch that Quill's head actually moves to try to focus on the person talking.
All good, buddy? You know, I don't understand you, Groot, but I'm gonna assume you just said something super kind and thoughtful.
Somehow I doubt
What did
it.
the tree say?
I don't know.
No idea. Groot really needs to get these plants under control.
You can assume this is kind of Groot's room. Doesn't seem to have his own, so he seems to prefer being down here with his own personal botany garden. I'm not sure what the right term. This is meant to be a smuggling spot. A bit too obvious when you have a button, but for the sake of convenience for the player, we can assume in reality he would have had some switch that wasn't as obvious.
Peter Quill, we must soon discuss the status of my official team membership badge.
Sure, just don't punch me.
Once again, there is no official badge.
Obviously, you would not have one, Assassin. The small one indicated the procedure is a well-guarded secret.
Rocket, stop messing with him.
Drax continues to not catch up to certain jokes and sarcasm.
What is it?
Dude, take 5. We gotta talk about that Gamora thing.
She's waiting for you in the cockpit.
I know, I just meant... Are you gonna be okay? You two are gonna be alone on the ship for a while.
Rest assured, Peter Quill. I will keep a watchful eye on thwart any attempt at treachery.
Not what he meant.
Or... you could try trusting her.
Proceeds to laugh.
You are naive, Peter Quill. She is a mistress of deceit.
Another setup for a dynamic between the group. Some of them get along, some of them kind of, some of them not.
Rocket! Did you bring back the docking chips you took from the alignment console?
I'll do it as soon as I reconfigure
Very
them.
You better not try to sell them off.
Not like I'd make any money. Things are so cheap they couldn't align 2 magnetized connectors.
You'll see Quill turns his head because Rocket's talking, so he tries to, give him his focus. So it's minor touch, but it's a really nice. It doesn't always catch up, but the fact that they actually fought
Here,
to
see
put
that?
that in.
Yup, that's the cable coming out right there. Flarkin thing keeps slipping off the
Somebody
socket.
keeps
Gotta be
opening
careful when you plug them in.
This thing won't
Just
never
in case.
stay closed.
Doubt you'll have to fiddle with any of this once we're on the ground.
So sometimes I'll stick around because I want to hear the dialogue. If you're not really interested, let me know and I'll move on ahead. I don't want to drag on. I just think
Gamora?
Up here, Peter.
this game actually has really fun dialogue, so I hate to miss it.
Hey, that's my chair.
Wasn't your name written
Oh.
on it?
Then why aren't you in it?
That's better.
I was, strategizing. It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
I don't think she
So did I
believes
miss
you.
anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really.
How can he glare at you
Now,
all
if
the
you're
way
done
down there?
strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go.
I wonder what she thinks strategizing is code for. Again, other setup for interaction. She doesn't really respect us, or at least doesn't give off the vibe that she does. Okay, not us, Quill. I don't think I'm gonna be role-playing as him too much.
Once we breach that force field, there's no going back.
Your black market codes are gonna crack that Nova net, right?
Yep.
As soon as you enter them in your console.
Quite an interesting design. Giant donut. Jelly in the middle. Well, more like
Okay,
filled.
here we go.
Take off the music. So
Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
We still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one.
Nova Corps security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
If we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
How much time would that be?
Oh, why's the Novanet still up? Thought we were going in.
Well, it appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Immediately goes
Oh,
to a
please
queue.
don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Originally in
Suspicious.
language
These security
then
measures are
switches
too
to English.
simplistic for Nova Corps.
for Peter.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh, I get it. Gamora's codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's hard-coded serial into a local number generator.
Info gets in, digits come out.
4 of them.
Yeah.
And press.
There.
If I wait any longer, Drax starts asking weird things.
And we're in.
Incredible.
I didn't realize there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Shatari army, especially with Thanos in charge.
It's probably all harmless now. I mean, Nova Corps had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
I'm
Stay
gonna
focused,
nuke
Rodent.
stuff.
We did not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The beast that we seek is far more valuable to the monster queen of Seknov 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa!
So not
This is
everything.
really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like the mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night. And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
Are we blasting off?
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Ugh, because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it. My skin is not green. It's teal.
Don't know the difference.
Teal. Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clicks at the drop site. Ground's too unstable to land a ship, so you'll need to jump.
Thank you. Got it, Gamora.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Cool shot for the hero. Going.
Thumper 1, done.
Not activated. You'll find that out.
Meet you at the rendezvous point.
Take care. Stay safe.
Gamora, take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's some foreshadowing. Alright. Stop here for the first part. Hope to see you in the next one. It should come out very soon. Take care, everyone.